A 20-year-old male from Palo Alto, California, suffered from wet hands, which have plagued him many times throughout the day. It was hard for him to control it. He even tried different treatments such as the Carpe deodorant. That's a topical antiperspirant type of deodorant that you put on like the underarms, or a lotion, or a special cream that, in a tube. You can see it on their website. You apply on the hands or the feet. And then he also, because it didn't work at all, and then he tried Drysol, which is a topical prescription strength antiperspirant, and that actually caused skin irritation, especially of his hands. And then he tried oral medication, Ditropan, and that similarly did not help. He then got on a plane and traveled from Palo Alto, California, to San Antonio, Texas for micro ETS to treat both his wet hands and his blushing. Here is a close-up of his hands the afternoon before surgery. You can see that actually his hands weren't very cold. They were fairly normal temperature of the palms. The tips of the fingers were a little bit cool, but dampness, the entire palms and all of his fingers. And then the next morning, he goes to the operating room, and look at what I found. Look what I saw, what happened. The moment he was put to sleep, he blushed from his face, which extended down onto his neck, and even onto his shoulder. Here's his left shoulder. Look at a close-up. You can see this blushing. It almost looked like he was having an allergic reaction. It was that red. But this blushing he was experiencing right after he went to sleep. And as you can see, the next morning in my office, here's completely dry hands, and they were warm, but completely dry hands, and his blushing was gone, and he felt, as he said to me, cool in his neck and in his face. The next morning, then, he and his father returned home to Palo Alto, California, and when he arrived back at the San Francisco airport, this is what he described to me actually just yesterday. He said that his hands were completely dry ever since the surgery, and warm, and also his face felt cool, and he hadn't had any episodes of blushing.